You have to pay very close attention to the language in these times, in all times, when it comes to political propaganda, aka mass media. Um, really fucking study the way they phrase things and the words they use to describe certain things. Like, for example, when the vaccine first came along, it was the rollout. Oh, we're rolling out the vaccine. Have they rolled out those new vaccines yet? The 5G rollout. I remember scratching my head thinking, where the fuck is this rollout way of describing a thing that's new come from? And where they roll it, it sounds so easy and almost natural, just like a naturally occurring event. It'll let go of the ball at the top of the hill, it'll roll out. They're not rolling out these things. They are spending a fortune on the creation, the production, the manufacturing, the propaganda, the advertising campaign, the threats of losing your job, of losing this, of you might die, you might kill granny. There's never, ever, ever been such a widespread, worldwide, huge, finely tuned marketing campaign, propaganda campaign as there is for this situation. They're not rolling out. They are being forced out with the absolute might of the state, everything it can possibly do, everything that each citizens of each individual country will tolerate. As we can see, some countries have gone way more 1984 than others, and I believe this is generally just based upon what the citizens will stand for. You know, they will get away with the whatever you want to call them. They will get away with as much as the populace will put up with, and that's it. So that's for the whole, oh, if only we were more obedient, we'd be free by now kind of mentality. Not how freedom works. It's not like, oh, just jump through one more hoop. No, no, no. The more of their hoops you jump through, the more they get used to the fact and the idea that, oh, these motherfuckers just like jumping through hoops. Freedom isn't something, you don't give it back. It's yours if you want it, but it's not easy. Terminology, that's what I want to talk about. Propaganda and words and shit. Vaccine hesitant is one that, it's like, imagine you were accused of raping someone and your defense was, she was just penis hesitant. No. Do you remember when no meant no? Like, there's the people that want the vaccine and then there's people who don't want the vaccine. They're not necessarily, like for example, if you're at a restaurant, there's people that want meat and there's people that don't want meat. The people that don't want meat might be vegetarians or whatever. They're not anti-carnivore. They're not anti-meat. Might not be the best example in the world. But they're not meat hesitant. They've made up their minds. It's no. Hesitant implies that this thing, again, is inevitable. It's almost like naturally occurring, like the rollout. And it's not. Free will, to the extent you believe in that, individual bodily autonomy, is yours, is mine. It's to each individual. You know, I don't take drugs for other people. And it's not, and what drugs I do or don't take, it's not up to a vote. I know last night in the UK they had a vote in Parliament about whether or not vaccine passports and stuff should be mandatory, whether or not they should be mandating these vaccines. There's no vote as to whether or not they should force experimental drugs into another person's body against their will. That's not subject to a vote. If you can't convince them with advertising and albeit seedy, dishonest scare tactics in the news and media and stuff, then give it up.